Hello, welcome to Instrument Maintenance Series 101. Today we are looking at instrument software. Instrument comes with software. Some of them are operating system software, user application system software, system drivers, or we have antivirus. We have programs that comes periodically, so you need to run your system update. You have to update your software periodically. So when you have an instrument and the operating system is faulty, it's not working well, you will need to reinstall your programs, your operating system programs. You need Windows programs, Unix, Linux, Macintosh, whatever the operating system comes with, you need to install it. After you have done the installation of the software, then you will need to install applications. User application softwares. This could be word processing softwares, Excel spreadsheets. We can have gaming, we can have games, we can have programs, AI programs, we can have photography, editing programs, and so on and so forth. So, depending on the work that you are doing, after you have installed your operating system, being it Android, being it Windows, whatever, then you will need the user application system programs that you will have to work with. So, if it is a phone, after you have installed your Android, that comes with the software Android or iPhone or whatever. Once you have installed that, then now you need to install the user application program that you need to work with, whether it is editing software, whether it's cooking video, whether it is games that you want to install and work with, you need to install them. And then we have animation programs. Okay, you can actually do programs of kids, children using software. So we are now looking at softwares in instruments. So when you are working with a medical instrument, for example, gamma ecam, you will need to install drivers for your board because the camera, the diagnostic device of the medical equipment comes with software, the board drivers, you need to install them. And then you need to install imaging programs, uh, medical imaging programs, so that you can take these images and give to the medical practitioner, a physician, to prescribe medication. So if you are working with a laptop or a computer, a desktop computer, depending on whether it's a secretary that is using it or a physician that is using it, then you install the programs accordingly. And if it is for gaming, if it is for entertainment, you look at it and make sure that the software is installed, they are updated periodically, there are cleaning programs, softwares. The more ways you need antivirus to clean them, appropriate antivirus is sourced for and installed to clean the system periodically. So once you have got these softwares installed, you have your drivers installed, then the hardware can communicate with the software, meaning that the software will communicate with the machine. And normally this is done in machine learning, machine language. And this machine language is zeros and ones. Okay, for example, if you want to write a one, okay, you have got a 01. If you want to write it 2, you have 1. If you want to write 3, you have 10, that kind of thing. So this is what machine language, and it's difficult for human beings to understand. That is why we have what user application programs that helps us to communicate with the machine and still have our expected results. In case we are doing data analysis, in case we are doing imaging, medical imaging, in case we are doing applications, accounting system software for accounting, for auditing, web processing software for secretaries, etc. You'll be able to do this. So if you have done all these things, after you have your cards installed, and these medical cards or medical electronic cards also comes with softwares to communicate with the camera, the machine. So once you have been given a source and now the camera, the imaging is being taken, you need a software to communicate those zeros and ones, the hex, the binary numbers are difficult for human beings to manipulate with. That is why we have softwares that makes this manipulation very easy for us. So this is what I would like you to note for our hardware section and then the software section. So today we have looked at softwares, we have looked at user application programs, we have looked at drivers that are needed for the electronic cards to be able to communicate in the system with the user and then the machine for appropriate work to be done. So this is where we end today's section. Kindly subscribe, like, comment, and share for more. Give me a thumbs up for people to know that you approve this program for more views. Thank you for watching.